Hi everyone, my name is Diana, Phuket Property Company Limited. Today we are in Phuket Island, just in 500 meters from the most beautiful and European beach is Bang Tao Beach. And behind me is the project which is 100% appropriate for the great investments because here is very good price and really rich infrastructure and nice location, just 500 meters to the beach, and at the same time beautiful management company which is under Radisson brand. First of all, I would like to mention the quality of construction of this building, because you know Phuket is a little bit old in technologies of construction, but this developer realizes something new for the island. Especially he covers all the building with the special aluminium like frames and stuff which will not absorb any humidity, so the fungus will not be able to damage the building, and it will look like this even after 30 years or 50 years. The developer used a lot of frameless glasses, which is German glass, Sunflex, 10 millimeters, and from that side and in the middle he used the round-shaped glasses, so it looks amazing. Inside of the complex he used a lot of marble, stainless steel, aluminium as well, like the kitchen are made from marine plywood, so let me show you everything inside. And right now we're located on the rooftop of Andaman Riviera, the project which is already done, and the people are making handover every day. So we are here to not show you the rooftop, but to show you this panoramic and this huge and massive infrastructure. So look at this. Before the fence, this is the land of Andaman city, which consists of 22 rai. So this is huge plot of land where the developer will realize his infrastructure. So infrastructure is the key to successful management and high rental return and high occupancy. Because actually you have a competition with the hotels which are located on the right on the beach, so you need to give to the people something more than just the location or like beautiful apartments. That's why the developer realized huge amount of the swimming pools with the huge children's area. So children, actually the moms, are the people who is making decision where the family will go for relax for the holidays, and usually mothers looking at infrastructure for their children, what they're gonna do with their beautiful children. And the concert area for 1,500 people, where it's going to be different concerts and events, so this is going to affect to your occupancy as well. Also, the medical center will provide the people not only during the high season but during the low season as well. And as you can see for now, two buildings of Andaman Atrium are constructed right now. So the one is located here, the second one is here, and between of them is a massive swimming pool. So I guess this is very interesting and very beautiful. And let me show you from another side this beautiful mountain and until where is the land of Andaman city. Let me explain you a little bit more about Andaman city and infrastructure inside of this complex. First of all, the complex exists of three different buildings. So the first one is Andaman Riviera by Radisson Individuals. This is proper hotel where we're located right now. The second project is Andaman Boutique Residences, where we can buy even the whole hotel, the whole building actually, which is gonna belong to you for 100%. And the third project is Andaman Atrium, which we are going to talk right now. So before we continue about the infrastructure and this developer, let me remind you why Phuket is the most affordable place for investment. So the first of all is all year around the season. So the temperature of the water and the air is the same during the whole season. So actually the wind starts to blow during like low season from May to October, but the rain doesn't really appear, so mostly they are during the night time. That's why it's very comfortable time for the whole year around to stay and enjoy this beautiful nature and beaches. So the second thing is actually how many tourists come every year. So last year 14 million tourists came to Phuket Island, but this 2024, no, right now 2025 already, but in 2024 18 million tourists already came to Phuket Island. So this number is going to be increased because right now is under development the new airport, which will create 40 million passengers during the year. So this airport will be able to absorb. So the next step is, of course, Thailand's stable economy. The Thai baht is very stable currency and it only grows over the past 20 years against the dollar of 20% up. So the inflation in Thailand is very low as well. It's about 1% in year. So it's very stable currency to get your profit. And then what is also important that Phuket is an island. And the island has limited source of land, so you cannot construct forever, right? So you have only limited pieces of the land just next to the beach, and only these areas will generate the high rental return to you because first of all, the property which is located, of course, just next to the beach gained maximum occupancy. So if we're talking about actually our location, so we're located just 500 meters from Bangtao beach and it's only 20 minutes from the airport. But actually the most important thing is how we're located in exactly this area, because Bangtao is only one and only luxurious area in the whole Phuket Island. So because here is located Laguna. Laguna consists of the different lakes, different five-star resorts, and the Laguna area finishes just right here. So the land of Laguna finishes, and it's only 400 meters to Andaman city. But actually the benefits of Laguna, so it was created 38 years ago, and it has proper pedestrian, beautiful roads, beautiful places for walking, jogging. So it's actually, that's why this is only one and only luxurious area in the whole Phuket Island. Also, here is like boat gallery and Porto de Phuket. These are big shopping malls with different restaurants like boutique, cafe and many stuff like that. But the most important is, of course, the pristine clear water of wines and beaches. So where we can see different beach clubs, like my beach club, very famous one, Nomad Beach Club, Nora Beach Club, and Catch Beach Club, which is in top 50 beach clubs all over the world, and it's located just in 500 meters to beautiful Andaman city. And this is from the air, how you can see the location. So it's just 500 meters to the beach, and here is five-star resort, and the beautiful road goes directly to the beach. So as we talked to you before, so we're located right now in Andaman Riviera. This is Andaman Boutique Hotel, and here is the buildings of Andaman Atrium, which we're going to talk right now as well. So between of them is a massive infrastructure that I showed to you before probably. Here is the children area with the different like water sport and water activities. Here is the concert area for different events, yeah, DJs and the concert actually. And here is the swimming pool with the gardening, with the flowers, so many things like that. Here we can see like jogging trail. It's almost 1 kilometer with the tartan road, so this is material appropriate for the back and knees, very like very softly, very gentle. And on the ground we have continuum of infrastructure such as medical center and the gaming rooms for the teenagers, so and children as well. And here on the rooftop of Andaman Atrium we can see also beautiful infrastructure such as restaurant, big huge restaurant, and saunas with the jacuzzis, like hot bath and the cold bath as well, massage room, gym, which is on the rooftop. This is a proper gym with the yoga room, with many things like that. And here is like a hot and cold jacuzzis, like bonsai, like onsen, a Japanese style. So also, of course, on this resort there are plenty of different restaurants and plenty things to do. So this is some of them, like snacks bars, bakeries, like cinema, co-working spaces, so many things which will generate, of course, the high occupancy not only during the high season but during the low season as well. This is the most important thing. And if we continue to talk about the materials of the construction, so I'm paid attention already on panoramic glazing, but you can see actually so many things. Here is the system of purification, the water, like wall panels are with the antifungus, made from antifungus material. So different proper porcelain. No, actually, regarding the construction materials, the developer is really paying attention because he is more than 65 years old and he doesn't really want to construct that forever. That's why he would like to manage it and live his retirement in happiness and not to reconstruct it after 10 years. That's why he really understands which materials he's supposed to use in this high humidity and hot climate, and which will be lasting forever. So the next step, which is very important for our investors, is management company, of course, because you trust the management company and who will actually rent it out your property and why exactly your unit will be rented out. So here is very beautiful system of how we share the profit. All the units become all together in the pool, in the same pool, and then the profit we share between all the investors with the same layout and for the same amount of square feet or square meters. So in that case, doesn't matter your unit was rented out or the unit of your neighbor, you get the profit anyway. And also, even this is under Radisson Hotel brand. So Radisson Hotel Group, they have like 9 different brands. And even you're under Radisson, you split the profit, 70% goes to the investor, goes to the buyer, and only 30% belongs to Radisson Management Company. So, if we're talking about our third project, and actually this video is about this project, Andaman Atrium. So that's how it is, yeah, that's how it looks like. Please have a look. And actually, same as Andaman Riviera, the whole building covered with the special aluminium, which not be able to absorb any like humidity, and so it's not going to be the fungus, the black mold, so anything like that, which is very popular on the buildings in Thailand. So you can clearly see that everywhere, but here you will not. So, and also covered everything with the special glasses and the lighting, so very fashionable and modern design. That's how constructing, like in Dubai, in Singapore, in Hong Kong, but in Phuket, this is only probably the first project after Andaman Riviera who is creating something like that. So the infrastructure inside of Andaman Atrium is a few restaurants as well, the rooftop as I told you, and actually on this slide we can clearly see my favorite units which are located on the ground floor. And actually from one side you can go and jump into the swimming pool, which is about 75 meters long, and from another side you have the private swimming pools. So the units with the private swimming pools. So this is kind of a villa style, and no, actually that's why I bought exactly like that because this is really a villa style. So this is how look like infrastructure. So the restaurants, of course, we have inside under air conditioning and the outside to enjoy this beautiful nature and the flowers and the gardening, and all the materials are very, like you see, very fashionable, very modern. And if we remind about the swimming pools, that's how it look like. You can clearly see that here we have the private swimming pools, and from another side is like public pool, but it's gonna be able to use only for the people who live on the ground floor and have the access to those to this huge pool. And inside of the buildings we have like one building 164 units and another one is 147, sorry. So, infrastructure of Andaman Atrium, I told you before already that fitness on the rooftop, like different, like concert area, bar, ground floor, so children's area, many things like that. And the massive infrastructure which is in between, Andaman boutique residences and Andaman Atrium. This is the design, how will it look like? Of course, everything is very modern and fashionable. So the layouts are really different, starting from 35 square meter and such a lot of different layouts for one-bedroom units. My favorite are with the round shape, because this glass is going to be curved glass, and it's not going to be like with the angles, so it's curved glass, so frameless. This is also very important. So it's going to be it's stunning, it's just stunning. I've been so many times in the apartments here, angle apartments, and they were sold out first of all because your panoramic is totally different. I think that I shouldn't explain that for you, I hope. So yeah, look at this also layout, and actually my favorite layout is this one. My favorite after those. So actually it's only two layouts left with the private and the public swimming pool, but anyway, I combined, what did I do? So I combined these two units together, so the last two units, they're located just next to each other, and created a new layout for two-bedroom with a huge terrace, and you still have chance to buy like two-bedroom unit with the like a semi-private pool, or like small studio, which is also very beautiful, with a private pool. So why the pools are my favorite layouts? Because if we will calculate how we will share the profit, so 70% goes to buyer and 32% to management company from rental pool. So the pool, as I told you before, when we put all the units together with the same layout and with the same the size of the units, and then share the profit between the investors. So according to this share, we can see that this kind of layout, there exist only 4 units in the building and 4 units in another building. So you will share the profit only between 8 investors. And in case if you will create a 2-bedroom unit, so you will share with nobody else. That's why all the occupancy, all the people who will come directly to your unit, all the profit will go only to you. But this layout is very unique. So you have like a private swimming pool. It's like really kind of a villa, but located just 500 meters to the beach with a beautiful infrastructure, right? And a beautiful management company. That's why it's going to be very, very, very popular among the people, and from the even in the high season and even in the low season. That's why I bought for myself like 2-bedroom unit with a private swimming pool. Here is no layout anymore because they sold out. But 2-bedroom, you know, it has higher occupancy if you're looking for high renting out profit, because you know, so many like small studios and so many 1-bedroom apartments on the market, but the people which are going to exactly to our area, Bangtao area, only one and only luxury area, so they bring many children and grandmothers, like staff. So 2 bedrooms is the minimum what they really need. So actually they need 3-bedroom unit, and I had before I had the layout with a private swimming pool and this layout, and also a private swimming pool. That was my super favorite one, because here only 95 square meters. So this is kind of a small apartment, but where you can clearly see 3 bedrooms and living room. So it's really worth it, worth for money. The design was created also by famous companies, but I will not tell to you about that anymore. So the history of development of the company also I think we will skip, but what we will not skip, this is how we calculate the profit. Let me show you investment projections for the small unit, which is 1 bedroom and only 87 square meters altogether, but inside we have 55 square meters. So 87 included the terrace and part of swimming pool. That's how it's calculated in Thailand. So this unit located on the ground floor with the access to the swimming pool, which is 75 meters long. And inside we can clearly see that we have living room, we have a bedroom, and actually the bathroom. And here we can install like glass door to separate the living room and create 1 more bedroom here. So for minimum size and maximum amount of places where you can put the children, where you can sleep, like with maximum amount of the beds and the minimum space and size, you get the highest profit usually. So this is 100% appropriate for 3-bedroom units, like which are only 95 square meters, but at the same time they are 3-bedroom units. From that units the profit will be very high as well. So the price of this apartment, with the already fully furnished, with the beautiful design, with the fox knives and everything, is $346,000 US, included the furniture, included everything exactly, and this is like 3,900 per square meter. So the price is really reasonable. We can compare. Once you text me, I can send to you the file with the all comparison of the price per square meter in our area for different projects with different qualities of construction, different infrastructure. But you can see average price per square meter, and you can literally understand, does it good or not good. So, no, but I can tell you that it's very, very good. That's why we're here. So, the next step is payment schedule. So the payments are supposed to be made during the construction period. So this is actually 2 and 2.5 years. And first of all, we're supposed to book the unit and paying the deposit $3,000 US. And then the first payment is going to be 35%. Usually you make it in 2 weeks, But here the developer is very flexible, so you can actually negotiate even your conditions. So this is very, very important. And the whole price, yeah, it's supposed to be paid before handover. If we're talking about the price appreciation, how much you get like an increase in the price. So if we will compare with another projects, so the next door project already for today, even if it's not started the construction yet, the price is $6,000 per square meter already. So we say like once we finish the whole construction, we will reach actually this price per square meter. So it's really so I guess that it really makes sense that once this huge infrastructure will be developed, we can reach this number. And if we're talking about how we share the profit here from the rental, how much the investor will get, so we have the total purchase price, yeah, 346, yeah, and we have low season, high season, and a peak season. So during the peak season, the cost of that kind of unit is actually much higher than 450, but in our calculation we use this figure, but even 33 square meters was costing $331 in the peak season. Just plain 33 square meters apartment located in 900 meters from the beach. But here we are talking that we're located 2 times closer to the beach and provide such a huge, massive infrastructure, and also swimming pool, kind of like private swimming pool, and the bigger space, like 87 square meters. That's why 450 is more than reasonable price to calculate our income. And during the high season we can put like 270 and 200 during the low season. So during the peak season 95% occupancy we calculate, high season 80 and low season is 60, and actually average per year we calculate as 74%. Even before COVID-19 the occupancy of 5-star resort and scale and upper scale resort, like 4 and 4.5 stars resorts, was more than 82%. So if we right now we're calculating 74% because actually we have such a huge infrastructure, and the unit is unique, so you will not share the profit between another investors. But usually in our calculations we're calculating as 65% occupancy to make it lower, and if the investor will get much higher profit, so he will of course more than happy. So, but if even we calculate these figures, so the total gross income we deduct 25% of the maintenance cost. You're supposed to change the towels, the shampoos, many things like that, and this is the hotel maintenance, right? And then the full profit you share between the investor. 70% goes to you and 30% goes to the management company. And after that your net profit is from 1-bedroom unit is $40,000 per year, which is 12% yearly income. Actually 12% is really you can reach. It's very realistic scenario in case if we use these figures, but these figures are more than realistic as well, and 74% occupancy is also very realistic. So here is, in this project, the price per square meter is really lower than actually almost anywhere else, but at the same time the quality of the construction and the infrastructure and location are super amazing. That's why, as I told you before, we are here, and that's why I invested my money to this developer as well, buying actually almost the same apartment but with 2 bedrooms. So if we are talking about 5 years scenario of investment, because during that time you can understand how does it work. You can get a high rental return, you can get you can feel that you bought the property under the construction. That's why we can calculate all together how much you will get. Actually, beside of the price per furniture and the total price of the apartment, you're supposed to pay like registration fee in a land apartment. Like for the leasehold, for example, it's going to be like almost $4,000 US, but for the freehold it's going to be a little bit more expensive. Actually, yeah, you can get 100% freehold in this complex, and no, it's how it's supposed to be. I suggest you to take freehold as well. So also you're supposed to install the meter, sink and fan, and that's it actually. So, and pay for common area fee, yeah, one time per year. So for the whole amount, for the whole apartment, it's going to be only $3,000 US per year. So if we calculate all the figures together, so you can actually understand how much you will get in 5 years. The market value growth upon the construction deliver, so the appreciation, yeah, it's going to be 55%, as I showed to you before. So in 2 years it will be increasing on the price, and then for 3 years it will be managed and renting out daily. That's why you will get the profit for 3 years, like 121,000 US dollars for 3 years, and also the capitalization in Thailand for the condominium in that kind of locations in like 4.9%. So we calculate, yeah, as 5%. So for the already constructed projects, because the source of land is very limited, that's why the houses, the buildings, the apartments are growing up in the price very quickly, which are only those which are located just few steps to the beach. So we are in a prime location, that's why we have such a high capitalization, even more. So if we calculate all the figures together, your ROI is going to be less than 5 years, and it's going to be 1% ROI. So I think that this is really great deal for the investor, very safe, in a safe country, in a safe developer, and with a very adequate calculation how much you will get rental return. So that was my last slide. Of course, I have investment projections for different kind of units, but I hope that we will discuss it in person. Actually, we can make a Zoom call or WhatsApp call, or just any kind of call in that messenger that you use. And we can discuss actually not only about this project, about different others as well. We can compare. So I live in this island for more than 9 years. I invest here more than 9 years as well. So this is my personal company. I'm a director here. I have all authorized licenses. So that's why I understand this market, and I can suggest you really high return and investment projects. I hope that you really like this video and this project, and in case if you're really interested in invest in Phuket and get high rental return or resell your property with a great profit, so let me know. You can text me by WhatsApp or Instagram or Telegram or which method you like. So see you in Phuket Island very soon.